I'm not indicating that our character is related to Dumbledore. No, 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 I'm not making that mistake here. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Now, just a couple of days ago, PlayStation revealed in their State of Play 14 minutes of gameplay as well as insight from the developers about the upcoming AAA RPG single-player Harry Potter game Hogwarts Legacy. And yes, there's so many people still screaming about where's the multiplayer feature, even though we've known for a couple years that it is a single-player game. But never mind those people. For the most, everyone was super excited about the game, loved all the features, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited too. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to see in the game, and I am seeing that based on the gameplay, and that's all great. But there is one big but, at least for me, and that is the story. For me, it doesn't really matter so much what I can do in the game. What I care about is the story and if there's something that I can take away from it. And whilst I love the Harry Potter universe, not everything Harry Potter always comes out perfect. Does Hogwarts Mystery has the greatest story ever? Did Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince movie came out as good as it could have? So am I a little bit concerned about Hogwarts Legacy and the story they have chosen for this game? Yes. For me, the two main concerns are, one, it cannot contradict the official lore. We already see this happening with the Fantastic Beasts movies, where Credence is suggested to be a lost sibling of Albus Dumbledore, which we know is impossible based on the canon. By all means, I'm pretty sure that he is not actually related. I'm pretty sure Grindelwald is just twisting the past and keeping secrets, but even the fact that they are just indicating towards that and kind of playing with that idea is what I want to see, is something that fits the canon. And when you place a game in the late 1800s, you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself, because that means the game is set prior to Fantastic Beasts as well as all the Harry Potter movies and books, of course. And if something big happens just 100 years before Harry's time, we would have heard about it, right? The second thing is that the story cannot sound like fan fiction. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna get into it in this video, but if you know, you know. One good thing that I'm taking away from the gameplay is the Goblin uprising. We've heard about these sort of things mentioned in the books, in like History of Magic, and you can visibly see the touchy relationship that goblins have with wizards, but it's never been explored in depth, so looks like they've gone the more historic route and taken events and relationships that already exist within the universe and explored them more thoroughly, which is something that I'm excited about, because then our main character is kind of part of a bigger historic aspect, and you don't have to search for some strange family secret or some mystical magical power to make his story special and epic and dramatic, because there's already historic events happening around that give you that sense of drama. But they keep shoving the ancient magic thing. I understand that it's a vague term. You could shove anything under it and call it ancient magic. Nagini, who was a maledictus due to a blood curse that runs through generations, you know, that's ancient magic. Harry being saved by his mother's love and sacrifice, also ancient magic. So you could put anything under there. And they never really specify yet what sort of ancient magic that really is. They say that our character has the ability to sense it, but I mean, Dumbledore managed to find Voldemort's Horcrux in the cave, and he could sense that magic has been there and that the cave wants you to sacrifice blood. He understood that, even though it's not exactly textbook. He obviously was a very accomplished wizard with great talents and abilities, even without the Elder Wand, so it could be just that. But the dialogue within the game does make me think that there's something about the kid's ancestry. Plus the fact that he starts in year 5 is very, very suspicious. If he has such abilities, if he has such powers, surely he would have gotten the letter. The only reason why he would start later is probably for his own protection, that they tried to keep him away for whatever reason. So there's a mystery there. Now, where the action will take place, that's pretty clear. The game is called Hogwarts Legacy. There's a lot of caves, dungeons, and other locations surrounding the castle, and the only kind of outside of location that I could find within the gameplay was Gringotts. But that's, once again, it makes sense because we're dealing with goblins and gold and Gringotts. Then there's the mention of the creatures being corrupted by this magical force. So putting all of those things together, my theory is that somewhere within the perimeter of the castle is the source of a curse of some sort, an evil magical power that is corrupting these creatures, but goblins and some of the wizards want to take advantage of it, want to take control over it in one way or another to accomplish whatever their goal is, and our character tries to fight that. It's really like Indiana Jones a little bit, you know? Which I'm not mad about. I'm just concerned about the ancient magic and just at what capacity it will actually play a part in the game, how strong and special our character is supposed to be. Because if he ends up being some wonder kid, first of all, that screams DC Comics way too much for me. And second, since it only takes place 100 years before Harry Potter, we would have heard about it. But as long as they stick to history, they did say in the state of play that they kept returning to the books over and over again. And I just hope that they didn't do that just for the accuracy of depiction of locations and stuff like that, and that they genuinely care about the lore and that it all makes sense in the end. Fingers crossed. For now, we can only guess. Let me know how much you care about the story, or do you actually care more about the features or the fact that there seems to be no Quidditch? Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. You're more than welcomed. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, which of course is a magical number here on YouTube. And if you can help me speed up that process in any way, it doesn't hurt. I make weekly videos about all the Harry Potter games, current and upcoming. So Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter Magic Awakened, and of course Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery as well. For now, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.